Kain pelikat la 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 la, kain pelikat la 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 la, kain pelikat diguna aneka cara.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today we will present about our product, which is kain pelikat express. There are many types of people in this world. Every people have their own temperament and habit. There are some people who do the work slowly. Some people do the work fast. People who like to do work slowly usually did not have enough time, and they will rush in every action for their daily routine. That is their own temperament, and it hard to change. So for a Muslim, they usually rush to perform prayers, but they want to wear kain pelikat. So we as producer decide to produce kain pelikat express for those always rushing to perform prayers, to help them a little bit to save their time. In our video, we will do the detailed explanation about kain pelikat express, which is our product. In making decision in economy, where we decide to produce kain pelikat express, we choose to solve with 3 questions.
In this inquiry, we inquire as to why we choose to manufacture our goods. To address the issue, we will need more aggregate data on consumer demand. As our manufacturing is done for the purpose of people consumption, we have completed a few questionnaires and gathered enough information to conclude that there is a need for our product. We decided to use Sarong as our product. As a result, the product we select is based on the proportion of time it has been used in contemporary times. It is one of the items that is appropriate for society variety. At the same time, the price is fairly reasonable, and it is possible to prevent wasting fabric by acquiring it at a reasonable highly cost. As a result, we predict that this product will soon become the society favorite. Next is how to produce. We must deal with the production that will occur in the economy. One of the reasons we decided to create the product is that we want to make people's life easier when they arrive at the surah or mosque. As a result, when some individual wear a sarong, it might make it easier to wear than pants. This production will help society as well, because we have chosen a labor-intensive method of production rather than the old one. We choose to establish a new work opportunity for people rather than utilizing capital intensive. We intend to provide this job to locals, particularly women, teenagers, and housewives who have lost their sources of income. For whom to produce, because everyone in society requires a sarong, we primarily target the broad population, which includes children, teenagers, adult, and the elderly. Our objective is for everyone to be able to take it about easily and where it has needed.
We also study the normative perspective that supports our decision. The normative aspects are important for us producers since they give guideline and define the bounds for producing our sarong. Express product following the hierarchy of demand, we prioritize the distribution for our product. Our product is supposedly under the daruriyat category since a sarong is one of the necessity of life, especially for Muslim when performing prayer. However, our product is under the category of hajiyat because of an innovation. We choose to produce a sarong express with a zip because we believe it will help Muslims, especially those who are not good at wearing sarong. It will save time and make it easier for them to get ready for prayer faster. Also, the zipper will make it easy for them to prepare themselves, allow them to impurity without having to untie the sarong. We also ensure that our product complies with Islamic law that obviously halal and that has no defect that are harmful to Islam. We also base our manufacturing on the concept of moderation, which means that we will utilize every resource that we acquire in big quantities, such as cotton and polyester. To produce the sarong express, we will calculate very carefully for our material to create sarong express, such as zip, polyester and cotton, to avoid any waste since we do not waste any of the resource we have in the creation. The resource we have in the creation of our goods. Since our primary goal is to make Islam life easier, we as a manufacturer place a premium on quality, ensuring that the cloth is soft and breathable so that people do not feel uncomfortable or sweaty while wearing it. While still maintaining a reasonable price, we will ensure that no concept are copied or our goods are falsely advertised with the purpose of harming the public. This is because our objective is to assist Muslims and make them live a life.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Akmal Hakim bin Tarmizi. The technical aspect is a discussion of the project basic and operational flow. This comprises the equipment, material, structural layout and the supply source for the planned product. It is needed to define a specific way to achieve normative value. A sarong is a wrapper that has been sewed together to form a tube. It is worn by both men and women in Malaysia and other Southeast Asian countries. In Malaysia, the sarong is both an ordinary piece of clothing and an important component of codified cultural attire. For the material of sarong, it made of woven plate, batik, wrap ikat, songket or serge plate, among the other textile. The Southeast Asian sarong is normally constructed of mill-woven cloth and measure around 100 cm tall and 220 cm wide. The wearer enters a sarong, laces both ends together in the center or pull the sarong taut at one side of the body and laces the remaining close to the front. And then roll the top down and tuck in or ties you to the end of knot. This way, you will cover from hip to ankle. Technical aspect will dictate that the market price to be as high as possible while the cost to be kept as low as possible. For this, we can minimize our cost by buying all the material to produce the product in wholesale. This way can help us to produce more goods and keep our costs as low as possible. The technical aspect also can help to support and maintain the normative value. A Muslim consumer's normative characteristics include avoiding extravagance. By using a combination of constraint and restraint mechanism, we can achieve the normative value. For the consumer, they can enforce self-control to themselves to avoid overspending. Also, for us, we will make sure that our price for the product is affordable, which means it is not too high to buy and not too cheap to sell. We will always ensure that our quality is good and comfortable for everyone.